there's a good place to call it a night. We got an engine stuffed in there. Back half's up on a jack. But I'm hung up. And I'm tired. So I'm gonna call it quits. Kinda let it go. It is a good thing. I'm gonna change that out. Oops. But there we go. It'll be fine. That's what I hear all the time. It'll be fine. I can't say they're wrong. But yeah, I'm kind of hung up. If we can drop it down back there, take the chain off, it'll slide back, and that'll actually free us up, because that one little thing is stopping a whole mess of stuff. And then I forgot a bracket right there. You can't quite see it, but it's right. Oh, where's my finger? The bracket's in there, in this area. And that was what was hanging me up, lifting it out of the Durango, because I didn't know that it was bolted to the differential. But it's a good thing the differential's got 2 rubber bushings, because, yeah. But I didn't see that in the first place. But she fits quite nicely. A few minor things. She's going to be a tad bit of a pain in the ass to work on, but she's going to fit.
I'm telling you, man, I did not think it would run. That's why we did the F350 before this one. This one was blocked first, and I was like, I don't know if that's used to run. I don't think it's going to run at all.
This one is a little rough, and there's one a little further back from this one.
Of course, it's been working on a couple of voltage. It definitely created a little bit of powder on there.
See, there's this one I'm doing right
There's
here.
a couple more tries here, and if we don't, I think we're just going to call it on running any longer. I think we're going to have to get some parts.
It's a little rough. Not impossible. The other side's easy, all of them cake.
Well, I'm about to inform you of how
All you have to do is tell her we're about to give up on her.
that bracket is questioning over here.
Yes. Oh yeah, I meant to yell at you too, motherfucker. When I am leaning and standing on things, you should tell me that there's only a pipe holding them up. Luckily nothing happened, but I was looking over there and I saw the breaker bar and I was like, is that breaker bar holding the cab up?
I forgot, I'm so sorry.
Damn it, I can't get this fucking thing out of here.
folks, so here we are this evening. Now we're a lot farther in. I ran out of record space. I may not get much tonight, but here we are. I've got that puppy stuffed in there. My brother's Jeep is turning out really well. There he is, Sir Gary. We've got it stuffed in so far. We're gonna have to do a hood scoop. We're just a tad tall, but that's okay. Oh, we really can't tell with lighting. Hopefully tomorrow, when I figure out how to unload my phone, we'll get more. But we got that puppy squeezed in there. She's got about a 1/4-inch gap on both sides to where the engine sits, and transmission almost lined up. That's pretty damn close, but we're gonna notch it, kind of take it up a little bit, and exhaust was almost made for some of this. All right, let's find out what happens. I got a handful of things hooked up out here just to get it to turn over. I've got power of lights. Cool part is I can turn on the lights. I only need the dimmer switch. This is all just so I can turn it on and off. But oh yeah. Off the lights. But I don't have fuel hooked up yet, so we got power. So I suppose wires are in their respective places. I gotta tap in the light switch. It's hanging by the speaker into the car lights so I can turn on the dash lights, and the switch light, the four-wheel drive knob, will go right where the four-wheel drive stuff was located. Park switch is hooked up. That stuff's all ignition requirements. And then I'm gonna zip tie a bunch of that up in the area. I got the fuse box. That's where your throttle pedal needs to be. I have to take the old one out and find out if that's going to work in that spot. Run the wires around and up and in there. And I killed off light. So yeah, let's see if I can turn on light. Nope, battery's too low. So it's in. It's mounted. I did move it over more so that when we do go over to a four-wheel drive knob, there will be plenty of room. But we'll have space to put cup holders or compartments, things like that. I do have to replace the cable. This little linkage in there was broken, and so I taped it together. It should still work. We may have to make an adjustment, which is what this clip does. We pop it up and slide this piece back and forth to make the park neutral safety switch work. But yeah, this will get a box or something a little higher so that this sits up and clears the wire for the sensor, and then